ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the scenery. Sun's going down, and I'm just chilling. I've been watching some of the Delphi stuff with the new footage that's been released, the families and stuff. The new footage that was released about Ron Logan. I don't know. Could that be true? Could be true. But do I think he killed the girls? I don't think so. Do I think that's his voice on the recording? I don't know. He talked more with a southern slang. My opinion is I don't think so. But I'm no professional. Could be wrong. Turned out to be a pretty night. There are some clouds in the distance there. So it'll be interesting. You would think if it was Ron Logan, they would have already came out and said Ron Logan was involved in Delphi. But so many people want to go with it was Ron Logan. It was Ron Logan. He's passed away, and by now they would have came out and said Ron Logan uh, was involved in it somehow, some way. By now, you would think that. But I'm not hearing an old man's voice like Ron Logan's was on the recording. So I don't know. Not unless somebody knows something we don't know. I'm not hearing his voice on that recording. I'm hearing someone else's voice, or a couple people's other voices. And a lot of people already know. The voice is close enough to where we know that somebody put a phone in a pocket, one of the girls, or possibly the people or person that did this, put the phone in their pocket and didn't know that it was still recording, or they were recording deliberately because they wanted to record it. Maybe they got the phones mixed up. I mean, maybe they dropped their phone. We really don't know the truth. Hopefully, we find out the truth. But I can't recording or on the bridge tell if Richard Allen till I see a closer photo of it. Right? And a lot of people have been manipulating videos, uh, the truth, and it's hard to trust anybody. I don't know what it is. Psycho mind games, especially with murders, but they do, and we know that they definitely play psychological mind with love in people's minds and hearts. I have no idea. But what will we? When will we know the truth? When it goes into court, then everything will be laid out. Oh, hello, Miss ATS News. Be laid out. No, this new stuff coming out about Ron Logan's girlfriend claiming that he beat her or whatever. That's out a long time ago, but we see the footage of it, of the interview of the woman. Right now, she claims Ron Logan, but she's only. It seems like they only claim this after. Is there proof of this documentation? Now his phone pinging in that area, that's a big topic with everybody there. So, I mean, it happened right by his house. So if he was anywhere in that area, it would ping. Now there's people saying that there's bodies. Well, I don't know if pinpoint exactly where they can give an estimate, but I don't know if they can pinpoint exactly geological graphic. Maybe they can down, but they can get just a ballpark, I believe. Ping in an area. Well, yeah, it definitely within 200 feet or depending on the signal. That's the thing. How are they doing this? Are they going off the signal? Transfer pings to the phone and then the phone pings back a signal. Uh, how good is that signal with estimating exactly where that ping came from? That I don't know. Ballpark thing. The girl's phone supposedly pinged around town late that night, all over town. Now, is that normal? Because and Ron Logan's phone pinged all over town. Is that the way the pings operate? This ping to each tower, ping all around town or whatever. Who knows? But I can't say. I would believe by now that Ron Logan was involved in the Delphi murders, and this is what we know. They would have came out with that right away. I believe as soon as I believe they would have came out with that. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think that once he passed away and they had plenty of evidence that pointed toward, or if he even played a role in it, I believe uh, he was involved to ease the people. That's what I think. They would have came out and said he was involved, but this still is an ongoing investigation. Supposedly mysterious, but I've seen in Florida or something like that. Or some woman lives with him now. That might be true. So many people manipulating us. The truth and who ain't. A lot of they turned it into what they did. Yeah, I think it was wrong. Do I think that they manipulated the viewers and the channels with having evidence that no one else had? Yeah, I definitely think it was wrong. I mean, they were orchestrated. It's no wonder why their channels got big views, because they had internet and wants to me. But then again, I'm an idiot. So, there's supposedly all these photos of the crime scene floating around. Way years and years and years ago. They must have had it because they were talking about the crime scene without any photo supposedly released. And the police were saying the only way that the people would have known it at the crime scene. Crazy stuff. I don't know. But they will manipulate you. They will play games with you into your channels. They'll switch you up. They'll try and hack your computers. Now I know what they're saying, and some of these don't trust nobody. It's like an old mafia movie. Don't trust anybody unless you've known them since you were sucking on your mama's titty. It's crazy. You can't. I don't know. Partner, a 70-some-year-old. What was he? 6 foot? 6'1". 6 foot. You have to look at the bridge guy. Why do we have so many heights? Anywhere between 5'6". The original thing that was in weight was anywhere between 5'6", I believe, and that was for the height, the ruler or whatever they were using, and that, I don't know, kind of crazy. Between 5'6" to 5'10" was Bridge Gang, with 4 or 5 different sketches that are out that all look different. And I imagine they boot Scoop Boogie. I imagine they're probably maybe up Michigan. Who knows? Other states, whatever. Did they make a video? They might have. Who knows? Or he might have, or somebody might have. And yeah, can we believe anything? The only thing we believe is when it goes to court, unless they cop deal or whatever, and it never makes it to court. The only way we're going to find out the truth is if it goes to court. This is tried in court, so the people know. But with people making deals, and there's been a lot of people making deals down there down south in that area, there's a good chance we'll never know the truth. Witchery, sorcery, sleight of hand, nobody died. No, we haven't seen the crime scene photos. The only way we will see the crime not be charged with anything is in court. Crazy. You folks have a great night. But folks, make sure you check out Miss ATS News' channel tonight at 9:30 Eastern Central Time. Chris Watts case.
Yes, John Kramer. Thank you.
Oh, good evening, Miss Debbie Fox. Sorry you missed the whole sunset and chat about the information out on the Delphi case. Well, new clips that were on from. I'm taking they're probably from the documentary that was released. So, wow, you've all. Yeah, I said, I think it was the last video or whatever, somewhere around 6 o'clock. 6-ish. And it was going pretty good, but now the clouds are, and we're just getting that pinkish hue color in the sky. Well, but you can see some clouds back there. You can see a couple clouds around back out there. Have a good night. I ain't gonna be doing nothing. Sitting around here cleaning, listening to YouTube. No big plans. Nothing big. But thank you for have a good night. That was very nice of you. Always good to. So it'll be interesting to see what happens out of this case. If there'll be arrests, which I probably think there will be more arrests or charges. Will we hear charges? I don't know. They might plead to something smaller. You know, there was talk of some of these YouTubers being charged with corruption of obstruction of justice and possibly pedo ring or photos or whatever of the young girls. Of the FBI people on some of these channels saying it's possess any photos of any young teenage kids or whatever in America. So I don't know. There was talk of that. I don't know if that'll happen. You know, a lot of money's been made off of the Delphi case. A lot of Snapchat, Willy Wonkas, and a lot of money. Same thing with the Summer Wells case. Right? I mean, here's the thing. We don't know. People have alt accounts. A lot of these women are men. A lot of the men are women. I mean, that's what the thing. They're trying to do. They're a bunch of sickos if they're men. But there are a couple people that have been caught using alt accounts, and they were YouTubers. And they were under women's accounts. So it's been going on, and the same thing they were using, or the women were using that, whatever. Espionage, right? Espionage in the Summer Wells case, and wrote, or that one little lady, Anna, did that video saying that some of these channels had people that were spies, and they would flirt with people, try and get photos and information, and so they can blackmail you. I mean, it was unreal. But you know what? It's true. They can. I don't know. Maybe you can hack someone's computer channel, their viewers, the whole thing. I'm really not too computer swabby with this YouTube thing, so I don't know if there's any real truth it up, because they're all Illuminatis, whatever, Odins and secret societies and Masons and everything. Maybe. Who knows? Don't know what to do. And you know, this is very unstable for men and women. This whole luring thing, whole your computer gets hacked, and the next thing you know, your face is all over, and then people are making fun of you and making fun of your photos, and then they start showing your photos, and then they start disgracing your. And then if you have a disability, then they start tearing you down. You know, I've seen it. It is real. And it plays hell on people's minds. And that's why for a while I was calling some of these people Suicide Squad. Right? They it's like, I don't know, you know, I just can't find it in me. But it happens every second. Be safe. We all been there. Some people do it just because they don't like you or they're jealous of something. I don't know. You got nothing to, dudes. 50 some years old. Ain't what I used to be. Dumb. So nothing to be jealous about. Start driving people nuts or whatever just because of certain things. That makes sense. Some of these people have lost their mind on YouTube. I can see why getting attacked all the time. I don't know. That's it for me. You folks have a good night. Debbie, last video I posted your channel. You might have had an outage or just busy. But last video I did, I posted your channel and told people to go ahead and sub. Same thing with you, Miss ATS News. Folks, make sure you check out her channel tonight at 9:30. Chris Watts case. And that's pretty much it.